Hello, my name's Lawrence Butler. I'm the Managing Director of Devington Homes, and I'm going to give you a quick tour around the Grand Hotel in the state it is now, where we expect to create 24 apartments within the next 18 months. We're now standing in the remains of the original dining room, and as you can see from the length of it, it's quite a substantial room. We're intending to convert this back into a restaurant for all the public to see. There's quite a bit of work to be done, as you can see, but it will become a restaurant within our envisaged 18 months. We're now standing in the western area of the corridor, where there's a very nice staircase. As you can see, it's held up by a scaffold mainly. The damage caused not so much by the fire, but by the thousands and thousands of gallons of water that cascaded down through the roof to put the fire out. Now standing at the western end on the first floor, this is one of the apartments that will be created. It'll have a winter garden overlooking the south, which is across the sea, of course. And you can see through there the old stubwork. Many of this is going to be removed and replaced with new, which will be structural, of course. We're now on the first floor, covering the rest of the front of the building, and as you'll see as we pan round, this is a long room which will be converted into 2 apartments, and from what you can see, the high ceilings and the depth of the apartments will be really stunning. To the right, we'll take you out there in a moment, will be the winter gardens. We're now on the southern part of the first floor in what we're calling the winter gardens, and you'll see there's a very long corridor. This will be split into 3, and each one will enjoy southerly views out across the Sound, which we'll pan out to show you now through the windows. If some of you are wondering why we're changing this hotel into residential, I can only confirm to you all that in our research and our professional team employed, which is top of the range, Knight Frank and other people like that, I can only confirm that the hotel will never work in this building ever again, and the only way to save it is converting to residential. I for one would love to have seen another 5-star hotel in the town, in the city, but unfortunately this will never happen. Not in this building anyway. We're now on the second floor, ceilings slightly lower, but still a fantastic facade looking out over the ocean again, only this time instead of the winter garden you have open terraces. We're now on the top floor, we call the penthouse, and in an area which will be 1 unit. So as you see panning across, the whole length of this floor will be 1 superb penthouse split into 3 bedrooms, a mezzanine level and a roof garden, with again the wonderful views out across the ocean. We're now standing on the roof of number 23, which will create the roof garden, and as you can see have views across the city. Quite nicely sheltered behind the roofscape, and yet providing a very large roof garden for al fresco dining. A lot of people may be wondering why we're embarking on such an ambitious project in this market, but I can assure you that we've been inundated with inquiries, and to date we have over 40 inquiries for what is 24 apartments. So we're very confident to move ahead in this unstable market. Although there are signs of green shoots in all sides of the market, we're confident that once we reach the stage of launching, which will be later this year, then we're hoping to reserve all of the apartments pretty rapidly. We're now standing back on the ground floor, and in front of us we have a stained glass window which has been asked to remain intact, and we're very glad to be able to do that. The room was designated for an apartment, but we've agreed with Plymouth City Council that this will stay as a common room. In other words, a room that the owners of the apartments here can use for meetings and that sort of thing. Naturally, the covering will come off of the stained glass, so that it will be shown in all its glory. And there's glass on the outside as well protecting. We'll take that off as well, so there'll be a better visual effect through the stained glass.